Right, let's see if I messed up. Couldn't really see what I was buying online, but this looked right. The shaft size is right. I didn't know that diameter of that face though, and that was my only concern really. I'll just get the old motor. I was bothered about the length as well, but that looks okay. Oh, absolutely spot on. Spot on. Brilliant. Because I was bothered that that face mount was going to be different. I know the holes probably will be. I'll probably kind of have to re-drill them. And we got 15.9, 15.8. There's the shaft. There's the pulley, sorry. Right, you might have to excuse me here while I spend 3 hours getting a woodruff key out of this pulley. It's a little dog on the end. Lovely. Yeah, that'll do. I don't believe it! The holes line up too! Hey. Wow. Awesome. Nothing can ever go dead right? And there is no thread in the end of this shaft. Should be enough. Really steady on that, because breaking a tap off in there would be a total nightmare. Motor mounted, exactly the same place as before. Wired up. I'm going to turn her on. There's no reason it shouldn't work, but I'll stand corrected on that. There we go. No, it doesn't work. Something is amiss. Let's do some checks. Right, try again. I hadn't put a link wire in the box. I'm still not convinced it's going to start. No. Very complicated, that switch, and I don't actually think it's any good. My mate gave it me. Try again. Ah! Ah! Yeah, I didn't think so. There's something missing inside. Oh, anyway, I'm going to go and get a new switch in a minute. I'm going to try this. Just going to try this out. Haven't dressed the stone, so maybe a bit rough. Let's try that. Oh. Very nice. It's obviously the stone isn't dead flat. It's cutting more on the back edge than it is on the front edge. That's a lovely finish. Assuming them little ripples in it are down to the stone not being ground. So I have to wait for my diamond dresser to come and dress the stone now. Day whatever of Herbert comes to town, and diamonds are forever. So I need to mount this on something to dress Herbert's wheel, and I've got this. I don't even know what it is. Someone will no doubt see this and go, "No, don't drill a hole in it." I don't know what it is, so that's what I'm going to do. So my plan is just drill a hole in there to mount it on Herbert so it can dress his wheel. And we're doing it on my foot. Put the outside chuck on, the outside jaws on the chuck. Throw in the centre tool. Maybe that's hardened or not. I'll go in with a 5mm drill. The shank on that little diamond is 9.5mm. Put the big one in. Lovely. But little bit of super glue on. Clean it with acetone. Lovely. Right, let's give it a go. The wheel cuts that way, so we want it on this side of the centre, because we don't want that to be dragged into the cutter. So it wants to be on the back side of the centre. That's well got that. Alright, bring that up till it's just, the wheel isn't perfectly concentric, just touching there, nothing there. So that's why it gave them little sort of undulations in the steel. So I'm going to start it up anyway. Still haven't sorted out this switch, but we've got a man on the job, and hopefully we'll be able to sort that out. Give it one more. Well, the wheel looks perfectly clean on the edge. I think that's skimmed all the way across. Should have a mask on doing this, but see, that's how it finished before. There's just little tiny undulations in, so I'm going to try it now and see if we've improved it. Yeah, we're getting pretty hot there. Ah! That is hot. But it's just started getting hot here. What I'll do is be expanding so it's grabbing at the front. I've been having a look online, and I am going to build a little misting system for this. It's just keep the steel cool. But you can see the finish there before it started getting hot. That is almost polished. Wow. That is awesome finish. I've just got a little step there where it started biting. But I think I've actually, you know, when I checked the order, my online order last night, that is a 80 grit wheel. So I've got an 80 and a 100. I thought I'd ordered a 40 and an 80. I haven't. So I'm going to put another order in for a 40 grit wheel, because that's kind of really, that's just a finishing wheel, that, isn't it? I mean, it's better. That's better than the finish that's supplied when I get this steel. It's almost sanded smooth. It's unbelievable, that. Yeah. So I've just gone through again at a more sensible depth of cut, at a more sensible speed with a little bit of water just sprayed on as a coolant, and the finish on that is as good if not better than the industrial finish on this steel. You can see that. I realise now I was just trying to push it too hard with that particular grit wheeling. It's a high grit. I do know on the belt grinder, if you push hard on finer grit belts, you'll burn your steel because they cut really slow. So yeah, very pleased with that. Very pleased. I'm going to get a much coarser wheel, 40 grit, just for taking faces down flat. I'll have to keep these two now as kind of finishing belts, if that's what the 80 does and what the 100 grit does. Well, it's sort of kind of a finish I probably never need, but I don't know, you never know, do you? On a finished blade I can see me taking it down to 100 grit and having a almost flawless finish on the blade. But that now with a light sanding and a polish is finished. It's good enough for a finished blade, that. I'm possibly still pushing it a bit too fast. You can just see a few microscopic ripples. I don't know if you can see them in the steel there. A few little tiny ripples, but they'll sand out so easy then. So guys, that is it. I'm gonna wrap this one up for Herbert comes to town. I'll have to get that switch sorted. Got people on it, like I say, so hopefully this week I'll have a stop facility on my switch. I'll have to turn it off at the plug. That's it. Can I say? I love it. For fine finishing, I mean, I possibly will still use my surface grinder on the 2x72. It doesn't fin. That's the trouble with that. It doesn't give you a great finish, because once you drop down below around 80 grit, you start getting belt bump. If you put a Trizact on, it's just it won't do it. It just won't give you a fine finish on a knife. So I think that's going to be great with, say, a 36 or a 40 on it, just to take the real rough off and then just put it on here and get a lovely fine finish ready for sanding and finish on the blades. It'll no doubt come in handy for plenty of other projects as well, this little thing. So there we go. The motor, was it Paul? Was it John? I can't remember. I think it was Paul. Sorry if it's not you, Paul. You questioned me about the motor vibrating. There's none. There's a little bit of a rumble of vibration on this. It's barely noticeable, but it's coming from the belt. The belt on this is there to there. It's about probably 5 or 6 foot long, the belt in total, and when the machine's running, that belt is doing that, and that's what you can feel on the machine. It's barely noticeable, but it's there. And so to check it, just for you, I took the belt, I uncoupled the belt and ran the motor, and there was nothing, absolutely nothing, no vibration on the machine whatsoever. So you can put a single phase motor on a surface grinder and have no vibration. I may change that belt out. The belt could be worn, it could have been on this machine since the day it was made, you know, so it could be well stretched and goosed as well. Possibly order another belt for it as well, a stiffer belt. It is really soft and flexible, that belt, so that could be the reason for that. Right guys, thank you to my patrons whose draw is coming up. I'll get some gear sorted for you guys, and Thanks for watching. See you later.